All right. All right. So we're going to have the second half of this session for the ELT 115, right? Section 2 on April the 9th already. Anyone feels like you want to read aloud the task you assigned the previous session? Anyone would like to read aloud? Because I
Me?
already heard. Yes?
It's a little paragraph from a book called The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes because I really love their stories and yeah.
Excellent. Are you going to share it, Dominic? The screen?
If you want,
Yes, please. Thank you.
um, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Um, my own complete happiness and the home center interests which rise up around the man who first finds himself master of his own establishment, were sufficient to absorb all my attention, while Holmes, who loathed every form of society with his whole Bohemian soul, remained in our lodgings in Baker Street, buried among his old books and alternating from week to week between cocaine and ambition, the drowsiness of the drug and the fierce energy of his own keen nature.
Great. Very well done. Thank you so much. I love literary passages as well. So congrats. A very, very good choice. So you said from Holmes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Very, very, very well done. I think I really would like to have more time to read a little bit now because I'm bringing too much of a discipline, English, teaching English, learning English, not for pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, Dominic, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Some comments that I want to make about some of the words, Dominic, are the following. Because in general, I have a very good perception about your reading aloud activity. I think one of the words is loathed, 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 because it has an ed ending, so it's a very complex word to say. I don't know if you can share again your screen, Dominic, just a
Oh
little
yes,
bit.
yes.
Thank you so much.
I didn't know if I had to
Yeah, I'm sorry, it wasn't very
keep in
explicit.
it.
Yes, I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Now it's okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
that
So
one,
exactly that one. Loathed, loathed. So as
yeah,
the word,
it's
yes.
kind of difficult.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult because of the ed ending.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in the line below, just below the same word, you have the word buried, buried.
Buried.
Yes, that one. It's complex
Okay.
because of the
Mm-hmm.
spelling bu. So we tend to say either u or a or but it's an e, buried. It's a
Buried.
very strange verb. Yes, buried. So very,
And this
very
one, lodgings. Lodgings.
lodgings. You said it correctly. Yes, lodgings.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, you got it correct. In the same line of buried, you have
Mm-hmm.
the word. You have old books, and you have the word very difficult because it has an a at the beginning, but the pronunciation is o, alternating. And this,
Alternating.
yes, and the primary stress falls onto the first syllable. All.
Alternating.
Exactly, alternating. And the other comment that I wanted to tell you about was the verb remained. Okay, remained. Okay, all right, all right. Remain. Yes. I think the last one, very last one, is in the last line. In the last line, with the D.
This one?
In
No, it's
yes, that one is drow.
drowsiness.
Yes, drow. Ow.
Drowsiness.
Yes, drowsiness.
Okay.
All the rest sounded perfect to me. I just wanted to point out these specific words. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Dominic. No, thanks to you. Any other volunteer, brave volunteer, to share his or her choice, paragraph, poem, song, original or by someone else?
May I?
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me stop sharing. And Daniela, yes,
Yes.
Daniela, whenever you want, you can share your screen.
Okay. It's a little paragraph. Um, yes. That's it. Um, pueden ver.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Very clear.
Okay, it's a little poem from Emily Dickinson book. So, yeah. When night is almost done and sunrise grows so near that we can touch the spaces, it's time to smooth the hair and get the dimples ready, and wonder we could care for that old faded midnight that frightened but an hour. And that's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this fresh air poem. So we had a literary passage and a poem in the second half. Great, great, great. Thank you very much.
Wait,
Uh,
you're welcome.
Thank you very much. So in the overall perception, it was a great reading aloud activity. I think even you captured the idea of reading aloud the poem, um, because all the poems need to be read aloud, right? In order to appreciate, the rhythm, in order to appreciate the rhyme, in order to appreciate some a vocabulary or words that may have or may create some reaction in you as the reader slash listener. Just three words that I want you to pay attention, Daniela. The word can in your poem. I think it should go with a schwa because it's modal. So can I don't know if you can share again your poem. Can you, Daniela? Can you do that? Share again your poem.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
¿Se puede ver ahí?
Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. So can you read the first line, please?
When night is almost done.
Okay. All right. There are two words that sound very similar. One is done, and the other one is dawn. The one that you have in the first line is done, done, because the other one, dawn, is amanecer in Spanish, right? Dawn. So I'm going to write them in the chat just in case. So the first one is done, the one that you have there, done, and the other one is done. So yes, so pay attention to that one, all right? Done
Okay.
is the one that you have there, done, yes. The other one in the third line that we can touch the spaces, that we can touch the spaces. The focus of that line is the verb touch and spaces, so we can touch the spaces. So the previous word can should be pronounced with the schwa, can touch. And the next one also with the schwa, the. So can, the. Okay, because one's a modal, the other one's an article. They're not really important. The important words there are touch, spaces, and we, of course, that we can touch the spaces. So schwa for can, schwa for the, can, the, right? Remember, yes, remember can has a strong form, can, with a trap, and a weak form, can. So in this case, you have to use the weak form, can. Okay. The other comment, Daniela, is in line number 4, we get the word smooth. Smooth. Very, very interesting sound. Smooth, right? Smooth. The hair. So you have two options. You can say hair or just go for a diphthong, hair, without the without rhoticity, right? But both are correct. Just pick one. And I really loved the poem. Thank you so much for sharing, Daniela. Very interesting.
Thank you.
I love this exercise because you take whatever it's interesting for you. That's the point, right? It's not what is interesting for the teacher, but Constanza, frightened, yes, frightened. What's the meaning? I think scared, but it depends on the context. But in general, I guess scared, frightened. Always have to.
Es como aterrado.
Aterrado. Uh-huh. Horrified, right? Yes, frightened. Anybody else who would like to share? No? Oh, yeah, no problem, Constanza. Alrighty, if you're not sharing, I'm going to share something that I wrote. No, I'm not going to share something that I wrote. I'm going to share a Power PDF file that contains some sounds here. I think I'm sharing the sound. I'm not sure. So that's why I need some feedback from you.
We can see the book now.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm experiencing some issues with sharing, so I'm going to try again. I'm not sure if you were listening and at the same time seeing the PDF file. Are you looking at the PDF file now?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Are you listening now?
2A.
Yes.
Perfect, thank you so much. So,
Hot.
okay, so my focus now is this area. Okay, so I'm going to play this. The idea is that you could listen and repeat as well, right? So we can pay attention to the difference between a and o, as in hat and hot. Okay, here we go.
2A. Hat. Hot. Cat. Cot. Fax. Fox. Sack. Sock. Tap. Top. Backs. Box. 2B.
Hot, hot, hat, hot, hat.
Cat. Cat. Cot. Cat. Cot.
Fox, fox, fax, fax, fox.
Sack. Sock. 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 Sack.
Tap, top, tap, top, top.
Box. Box. Backs. Box. Backs.
Were you able to perceive the difference in terms of pronunciation of these two sounds in these minimal pairs?
Yes.
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 Okay, that's good news. That's very good news. Let's see what we can do now.
2C. It's hat weather. It's hot weather. He's got a white cat. He's got a white cot. Look for the fax. Look for the fox. Put it in a sack. Put it in a sock. Turn that tap slowly. Turn that top slowly. I can see their backs. I can see their box.
So now we were able to hear the word in context, right? So just for practicing, is there any volunteer that would like to read some of the sentences? Just to play around with the sentences.
Me,
Okay, who's me?
Camila.
Camila Milton. All right, Camila, whenever you want, and as many sentences as you want.
It's hot weather. It's hot weather. He's got a white cat. He's got a white coat. Look for the fax. Look for the fox. Put it in a sack. Put it in a sock. Turn that tap slowly. Turn that top slowly. I can see their bags. I can see their box.
Perfect. Very well done. Thank you very much, Camila Milton. Anyone else interested?
May I?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead, Camila.
Okay. It's hot weather. It's hot weather. He's got a white cat. He's got a white coat. Look for the fax. Look for the fox. Put it in a sack. Put it in a sock. Turn that tap slowly. Turn that top slowly. I can see their backs. I can see their box.
Alrighty. Thank you very much. Very well done, Camilo. Anyone else?
Thank you.
Alrighty, no problem. Anyone else interested?
¿Cómo puedo entrar a la clase?
Alrighty. Let's see what we can do now. 59. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. I want to go straight to this. Let's see. 59. 59.
Unit 9. Or. Ball. 1A.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
1B.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
1C.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Sorry. So the lady is comparing these two sounds. One of them is shorter, the other one is longer, but definitely there are some other differences, right? Let's take a look at the words and the differences.
2A. Don. Dawn. Cod. Cord. Shot. Short. Pot. Port. Fox. Forks. Spot. Sport. 2B.
Dawn. 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 Dawn.
Cord. Cord. Cod. Cod. Cod.
Shot. Shot. Short. Shot. Short.
Pot. Port. Pot. Port. Pot.
Forks. 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 Fox. Fox.
Sport. Spot. Spot. Sport. Spot. Two C. Is your name Don? Is your name Dawn?
Okay, so the two sounds have been compared, and now they are put in context, right? Some sentences are going to be read here by the speakers in the recording. So I'm going to play the sentences for you, and I'm going to ask some of you to read them aloud. So please listen to the sentences, listen to the sounds in context, and then I'm going to ask you to read them aloud. All right, it's going to be at random. I'm going to choose anyone in the room. Okay, so here we go.
2C. Is your name Don? Is your name Dawn? This cod was in the sea. This cord was in the sea. He was shot. He was short. It's a small pot. It's a small port. Look for the fox. Look for the forks. I don't like these spots. I don't like these sports.
2D.
Alrighty, does anyone have any questions about any of the sentences that are here?
Hay una O que es más corta y la otra es como más larga, ¿cierto?
Así es. The shorter one is the one on the left. Don, cod, short, pot, fox, spot. A la derecha, on your right, it's longer. Dawn, cod, short, pot, fox, sport. Si la comparamos, done, dawn, cut, cord, shut, short, pot, port, fox, forks, spot, sport. Right? Si las comparamos, la O larga, o la lengua va atrás, O, pero no va tan abajo como en la que es la O más corta. Usando palabras más simples, ¿cierto? La O más corta. Dawn, la lengua va un poquito más abajo, atrás y abajo. Dawn, cut, shot, pot, fox, spot. Comparemos acá. Dawn, cord, short, port, fox, sport. Questions? Any questions? Anything?
No, anyone question?
All right.
Teacher.
Thanks. Yes, ma'am.
Dawn. The first word in the second column. It's like a woman's name.
Yes, it's a woman's name, Dawn. Yes.
Because
Exactly.
I know, like, I don't know if it's the same word. I think it is, but for another, it has another meaning. It's like when the sun goes down.
Exactly. That's the word we use to describe that specific phenomenon when, you know, the sun setting. Yes, dawn.
Mhm.
As yes, exactly. And it's also a name. Also,
Okay.
we see this with capital D, so it's yeah, it's a name in this context.
Interesting.
Exactly,
Thank
Dominic.
you.
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Any other questions, comments? Alrighty, so here we go. I don't have the chance to, because this is not a PowerPoint slide, so I can give the sentences a name. But done, this is going to be the first one, number one. This is going to be number two. This is going to be number three. This is going to be number four, number five, and number six. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I want you to read the word first, and then the sentence. The word and then the sentence. So if you get number one, you're going to say done. Is your name Dawn? Dawn. Your name Dawn, and that's it. Okay, it's very simple, very easy. Remember, first the word, and then the sentence, and then you go and read the word on the other column, and the sentence. Okay, that's what I would like you to do. And I would like to start with Matias Mora. Matias, are you there? Are you available? Willing and able. Tomás Gelas?
Yes.
Thank you. Tomás, can you take number 4, please?
Okay.
Number 4.
Pot, it's a small pot. Port, it's a small port.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Fernanda Magaya, can you take number 5, please?
¿Cuál?
Number 5.
¿Cómo? Disculpe.
Number 5.
La 5. Fox.
Okay.
And forks.
Okay. And
Look for the fox and look for the forks.
alrighty, look at the fox and look at the forks. Right, can you say forks or?
All.
Yes, exactly. And now forks.
Forks.
Perfect. Can you say fox?
Fox.
Okay, can you say fox, forks?
Fox. Forks.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Very well done. Thank you, Fernanda.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. Agustin, do you mind participating today?
Here I am.
Excellent. Agustin, could you read aloud, please, number 2? Number 2.
Which one it is caught
Yes.
and court?
Yes.
This cod was in the sea. This court was in the sea.
Excellent. You have a very clear difference between a and o. Very well done. Thank you so much, Agustin.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Constanza Madrid, are you here? Are you here today with us? I'm summoning you. Come to this place.
I'm here.
Okay, Constanza Madrid. It feels like a spirit
ghost.
session, right? Okay, good. So can you take charge of number 3, please?
Short and short.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
Short and short. He was short. He was short.
Alrighty, very, very clear discrimination between the two sounds. Very well done, Constanza. Thanks so much.
Alrighty.
Righty, Christian Gangas. Some suspense. Is he there? Is he not there? No, we cannot hear you, Christian. Let me reply in the meantime to Raicelis's question.
Profe.
Yeah.
Cristian escribió por el chat.
Yes, I read that. Probably his microphone is not working, right? Because we cannot hear him. Thank you so much. Al momento no tenemos los símbolos. ¿Cómo podemos diferenciarlo y saber si es la más larga o la más corta? That's a good question, because sometimes it's very easy, sometimes it's quite difficult. Cuando hice la presentación PowerPoint con ustedes de la O larga, donde estaba August, I don't know. Let me see if I can share this, because I have it right here, and there's no point in not sharing the presentation. Okay. Let me know if you can see the slide, please. Can you?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. So sometimes, Raicelis, that's a tough question, right? Because spelling is not very consistent in English, and because of the influence of so many different languages, like, for example, the influence of French during the Norman conquest, and still, right? The influence of Latin, the influence of, well, Anglo-Saxon tribes, later on other immigrant groups that arrived to the United States. So English is a combination of so many different languages. So sometimes the spelling is not very consistent. But anyway, Rachel, so when you don't have phonetic symbols to identify if it's going to be whether a o or whether a, right? A long and tense, right? Or a short and lax o. Then maybe the spelling in some words can help you. Because if you can see here, let me go back to the short o. We use this short and lax o sound, right? When we have like, in this example, not, rock, bottle, pot, hot. We have an individual letter here, an individual grapheme, right? Oh, you see? So there's a highest probability than when you get these words in which you have a letter O, that the pronunciation can be as in not, rock, okay? I insist, this is what you can find in some dialects, not in every dialect, because in general American or some speakers from United States may not say not, may say not, or may not say lock, but lock. Okay, same thing with possible, possible. Okay, I want you to be very clear about these differences. But in this case, in the case of the long o, long and tense o, we have some spellings that can help us. O and U, long o, is quite frequent. O in cough, bought, brought. Remember this conversation we had before? Fought, ought. Also, A and U, as in daughter, the month August, the season autumn, you know, summer, winter, spring, autumn, the others called fall, right? So the spelling OU as in for, right? Thought, sought. And also when you get a solitary individual A, also could be along O, war, all, raw. Well, here we have the letter A plus a W. So spelling can be of help, right, Celis? That's a very good question. But it's not going to work 100% of the times. That's the point. That's the point, okay? So I don't want you to sue me because I said that you always have to trust the spelling, because spelling in English is quite inconsistent. It's not 100% reliable when it comes to read and match the spelling with the correct pronunciation, okay? So that's a very good question, Raicelis. ¿Cómo diferenciarlos? Si es la O más larga o más corta, cómo se escribe la palabra, cómo se deletrea, y esas combinaciones de letras en general ayudan a saber si yo voy con una O que es más larga, así O si voy con una A más corta. ¿Ok? Entonces, por una parte es entender estas combinaciones de letras que puedo yo parearlas con ciertas combinaciones o ciertas pronunciaciones específicas, ciertos sonidos vocálicos específicos. Y lo otro es exponerse bastante, escuchar y leer, escuchar y leer. Si encuentran una palabra que no saben pronunciarla, leer mucho, leer y exponerse. Así es, Dominic. The context is very, very important. The context, because, for example, the word read, you can say, I read several books. All right, Vasilis, no problem. That's a very good question. I read several books during the summer. I read several books during the summer. I read a book about a murder. So you have the same word, read, and read, which is spelled exactly the same. How do I know that I should say read? How do I know that the pronunciation should be read? Basically, if you remember Dominique's message in the chat box, the context, right? The context. You say I read because it's present, right? I read several books during the summer. It's like a habit, it's something you do every summer. You like reading, so you can say I read several books, many books. But if you're talking about something in the past, an action in the past, and you're using this verb in past tense, it has to be read. I read a book about last. Let me edit this. Last. Make it even clearer. I read a book. I read a book about a murder last month. So you can see that last month is the context that's emphasizing the idea that the action was in past. Okay, so context is a very, very important to remember. Okay. Questions, comments? I'm switching to Spanish now. La manera de mejorar la pronunciación, hay muchas maneras y cada uno va a encontrar la que funciona mejor para cada uno. Exponerse mucho a entrevistas, qué sé yo, discursos, noticias, lo que sea que gente está hablando, ¿cierto? Y ir poniendo atención a las palabras, a la pronunciación. No quedarse nunca con la duda cómo se pronuncia una palabra. Si durante el día usted se encontró con algo, anótelo, búsquelo. Y si puede, vaya manteniendo un registro, una libretita, cosa de que usted tenga visualmente una ayuda de que hoy día aprendió 3 palabras, no sé, mañana pueden ser 10, el siguiente día pueden ser 5, y a lo largo de un mes ver cuántas palabras usted ya maneja, no solamente la pronunciación, sino que también el significado, de manera de aumentar su vocabulario y de manejar la pronunciación. Hay muchos estudiantes que yo conozco de cursos superiores que no son consistentes en este sentido y han aumentado su vocabulario, pero lamentablemente no pronuncian bien las palabras, entonces a veces la pronunciación lleva a una mala comprensión del mensaje. Si yo no soy hablante de español y fuese hablante de otra lengua, probablemente no les entendería. Pero como soy hablante de español, puedo ver que están haciendo una transferencia del español al inglés, ¿cierto? Entonces, ojo con eso. We can finish now the session. I'm sorry for switching to Spanish, but I think it was a bit necessary at some point, okay, to try to dig deeper or explain some aspects that were not very clear in our mother tongue. So if there are no questions, I'm going to stay here. I think I had a deal with Camila, right? I had a deal with Camila. So I'm going to stay here a bit longer with Camila and anyone who would like to read aloud in a more informal individual session. But because I have a class at 10:50, so I'm sure you'll also have some things to do. So I'll see you hopefully next Tuesday. Practice. Read. It's the only way to improve this language learning process. I will see you on Tuesday. Stay safe. Good weekend for you.
Bye, mister.
See you.
Bye.
Have
Bye.
Have a nice day.